Is this you?
Yeah.
And this is you?
Yes.
Okay. Is there anybody else involved?
No, it was just me in the car.
Is anybody hurt?
Yeah, well, I did this on my neck. Here hurts a little bit, but it's nothing
So
like
pain in your neck?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
But
Did these guys check you out already?
No, no. I told them
Okay.
if it, like my husband said, if I'm hurt later, I'll go to Sarasota Memorial. But the shit was, is he knew, and I tried to pull over, and he didn't want to pull over. He started cutting cars off, so I'm taking pictures trying to get his license plate because he just bat out of hell.
Okay.
When I told him pull over,
how'd the crash happen?
because I had to jump in front of him.
Calm down.
Yeah, I know. I'm just
So
really
tell me
upset.
how the crash happened.
He hit me from behind.
So he hit you from behind first?
Yes.
Where'd that happen?
Down by, like where Goodwill is, maybe down a little more.
Okay. All right, so all the way down to Goodwill, he rear-ends you.
Right, yes. And
then what happened?
I said pull in the little driveway. So as I go to pull in the driveway,
Yep.
I notice him looking. He just, shoo, and he takes right off. So I take out my camera so I can take pictures of the license plate. I finally catch up with him, and I go in front so I could stop him.
I'm sorry, do you guys...
No, I was going to see if we could just move the cars that way. Unless they're...
Yeah, we're gonna get out of here, so we're just gonna make sure that you can reposition our equipment.
Yeah, the deputy told me that there might be a signal one involved in it, so I'm going to leave them where they're at for now.
I just didn't want to leave you unprotected at all.
Unless... Is one of you guys good with moving his car? Because I can't put him behind the wheel until I figure out what's going on.
Yeah, that's fine.
Whatever you I mean, whatever.
Hey, are you good if they move your car into this parking lot right here? No problem? All right. Are the keys in it? Thank you. Oh, is the fob in it? Okay. Ma'am,
Yes.
do you want to just pull your car's drivable, right? No issues?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Do you want to see that driveway right there, the first one?
Yeah.
Do you want to pull into that driveway and then just come park right over here? No, I'm going to let these guys do it for you, okay?
All right, whatever.
All right. So, can you tell me what happened?
I don't know. I have no idea.
Okay.
I was driving along and she said I hit her. I didn't hit her. There's no damage to my car.
Okay.
When I first bought it, I had 1,200 miles, and that's why that driver's side panel is bumped. I didn't hit her. I don't know what she's talking
So
about.
the damage on the driver's side panel is pre-existing?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
But then she weaves in front of me like she's coming at me.
All right.
I didn't hit her.
Let me, I'm going to move my truck out of the road. I'll be right back, okay? You can hang out here. So where's the damage to your vehicle?
Like he's saying he didn't do any damage, but he hit me, and I didn't know what he did, and I just went like that because I'm at a full stop, and he went boom, and I went like that. I'm like, what? And I'm like, pull over so I could see it. Shoo, 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 shoo. So like I said, I tried taking pictures because he just was out, and I was trying to get his plate, and he was right in front of this car. So as I'm trying to snap, obviously it only took that one, but then I was able to catch up with him, and I'm going like this, and he's ignoring, and so I went and I jumped in front of him to stop him from going anywhere. One, because like I said, my neck snapped, and I didn't know what happened.
So he
like
hit you hard enough that it
yeah,
snapped your head
I went like
backwards. Okay.
exactly. I was like, what? I was at a full stop.
Right. Were you wearing a seatbelt?
Absolutely, I wear it all the time.
All right.
I used to work for driving school. I
And
always wear a seatbelt.
no airbags deployed?
No.
Okay.
And is there any way to check to see if he's on something? Because before you guys got here, he was cursing at me.
Okay.
Boston said, well, I'm not from Boston.
Okay. How'd you get him to pull over right here?
I had to jump in front of him.
So you got in front of him?
Yes, he was cutting off people and then jumped back into this lane. And then I went and I jumped in front of him so I could stop him.
Okay.
Like I said, I didn't know what he did, and then I did. So that's why I was trying to get his plate. And I'm looking to see if there's cops around. There was nobody around. So I figured I'll get his plate number.
All right. Just give me a minute to... So this is old. This is not from today.
Yeah, that's for me going in front of him. I was trying to go this way to go in front of him, to stop him.
Okay. So that happened right here.
Yes.
Damage on my car. That's existing.
148 to dispatch.
When I first bought the car, I pulled in
108.
blah blah pedestal and I pushed
To
that
approve
in.
my class report and should have
Well, come look at this.
Huh?
Come look at this.
Camera.
That's me. That happened when I first bought the car.
This and this?
Yeah.
So that you're telling me that's been there?
Yeah, it's been there.
Okay.
I mean, that happened when I went to Wawa when I first bought the car. She's saying that I hit her car. I didn't hit her car. If I did, I don't even realize it.
Okay.
She cut me off and said that I hit her car.
Man,
I said, okay.
hey, what I'm not going to do is, hey, we're not here to argue.
You're right.
Please let me speak to him.
I didn't even know I hit her. Or she said I hit her. I don't know. But she cut me off and she got out and yelling at me. And I said, okay, I don't understand what you're saying, but okay. She got on the phone, started calling the police, and
I didn't say a word to him. All I did was call the cops. He was the one that told me to go back to boss. He said, are you kidding me?
Man, just give me a minute to speak to him, okay? We'll try and get it sorted out.
I mean, I don't even know her.
Okay. All right. What happened between down there where she's saying the accident happened and up here?
Okay, so
Did you know she was following you? Trying to get your attention?
well, she cut me off.
When was the first time you noticed her?
When she stopped, she got out of her car and said that I had hit her.
Okay.
Okay, and I pulled around. I didn't hit her. I know I didn't hit her.
Okay.
Or at least I don't realize that. Then she came up in front of me and she cut me off.
Okay.
And then she got out and said, okay, well, that's when she started calling the police.
Okay.
So I was like, okay, here's my insurance, whatever. Let's go from there. But she's screaming and yelling about it. Like I tried to attack her or something. I didn't do anything. I have Hartford insurance.
All right. Look, the damage there clearly matches up perfectly.
Okay.
So I don't understand why you're telling me that was there before, because clearly it's from what just happened right out here.
I don't even know that I hit her. I don't even realize it.
Okay.
She stopped and said I hit her. I didn't know that.
Okay.
I didn't even feel it. There was nothing there that made me think that I hit her.
Okay.
She's saying I hit her. Fine. I've got Hartford, and I'll make the claim. Whatever.
Okay.
But I'm not going to like get into a big confrontation with this woman.
All right.
But you're right. I mean, I don't recall ever hitting her. You know, I
Okay.
don't.
All right. Do you have your insurance paperwork?
No, Hartford. I got to dig it up. Yeah, I got it. On my phone.
Bravo 3 dispatch.
All right. So this is what I've gathered.
Dispatch 5.3.
So they're both northbound on Tamiami Trail down by the Goodwill. She's saying that he rear ends her hard enough that it snaps her heads backwards. So she starts pulling into the Goodwill driveway. He keeps going, which she describes as going in and out of cars trying to get away. She races up the road to try and catch up to him. She actually, to get him to stop, she said she tried motioning to him and that he was ignoring her. So she actually pulls in front of him to cut him off, and that's how this happened. This damage perfectly matches up with the damage on the front of that car. And I don't see colors super good, but does this look kind of like red paint transfer? Yeah. So, and the height of it is exactly the same height as that damage. So she caused this, but she's saying, yep, but she's saying, and this happened right here in the roadway where we're parked. But she's saying he rear-ended her first.
Yes.
Officer here.
That's your insurance?
Insurance. Can you see it?
Yep. Thank you, sir.
See, this was not there. None of these marks, none of that was here.
Okay.
None of this was here. I just washed my car the other day. None of that was there.
Okay.
And like I said, I didn't know what he did to the back, so that's why I'm trying to catch up to him. And I'm like, pull over, and he's just choo 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 choo. And it was kind of hard to drive and take a picture while I'm going, so that's why I'm like, and I only got that one.
I believe you that the crash happened. It's just with these new cars, like the plastics just bounce back.
Right,
Sometimes it's kind of hard to tell.
I didn't know what he did.
Yeah.
So, and he didn't want to pull over. So as I'm going into the driveway, he decides to take off. So I'm pulling now out that driveway. So if you see the camera, you see me do this, come back out.
I didn't realize they even hit you.
Okay, I'm not gonna argue with him. You want to cut to a car? I'm telling you, he tried to do this to get away and leave.
Okay. I'm gonna give this to the other officer. I'll be right back. Okay.
It's funny, when this call came in, I was running to the start of the car.
Oh, really?
This one, yeah, I was right in the bike. That's why I drive around and head over this side.
Oh.
Yeah.
What? I don't know. There's one witness on the screen. I tried calling him. He didn't answer, so I sent him a text message. I'll let you know if he gets back with me.
7 Paul 16 radio 200. 7 Paul 16. Sorry about that. Lincoln, Florida, Lincoln, Robert Mary, Robert 96, Red
What's
Porsche,
that?
26
No, it doesn't.
Approval.
No, it doesn't.
Got a 911 with
10 4 26 88
They
approval.
were talking to him and he was screaming. They were telling him, just ignore him.
Okay.
He was trying to get away, so.
All right.
Her husband, he was, he was in combat. He was a war hero.
Who's she to you?
A good friend.
Okay.
Yeah. Her husband, one of my closest friends.
All right. The officer's finishing the crash investigation. He's just preparing some paperwork. It takes a few minutes.
16 radio 26.
Are you okay?
10 4 16.
I was just wondering why. It's just a simple accident, and I'll report it to my insurance. And I mean, she got a little.
I'm sorry, I have to take this, sir.
Yeah.
Officer Robert, Sarasota Police. Oh, yeah. Hey, thanks for calling me back. Hey, can you tell me what you saw? Yeah, that's helpful. Let me ask you this. So you noticed from behind him that he hit her rear bumper. Was it a hard? Is there any way that he could not be aware that he was involved in a crash? All right. And when he kept driving north on Tamiami Trail, did you think it looked like he was trying to flee from the crash, or was he driving normally? Hey, so I talked to him. He was a witness. He said down there he was behind the red Jeep. They were stopped at like a red light. The light turned green, but she hadn't moved yet. He started pulling forward and rear-ended her. She started pulling into the Goodwill, and this guy kept going. He said it didn't look like he was trying to flee from the crash, but he said even though it wasn't a hard hit, there's no way you can not know that he hit her, you know what I mean? And then he saw her come up, cut him off right here, but...
I mean, if you see her vehicle, there's no like rear end damage.
Mm-hmm.
So if you look stop like when it just happened, it's something very simple.
Yeah.
Is what I'm saying. So the damage on her vehicle, his vehicle, so he happened because she's trying to stop him.
Mm-hmm.
But when he rear-ended her, there's actually no damage. So I mean, he's still gonna be Unit 1 since based on the story that I get from her and from him. Because he said he never denied it, but he said he didn't feel like he rear-ended somebody. Usually, you're not. Someone rear-ended you. I don't think you have the right to go and cut somebody trying to stop them, right?
No.
So all you gotta do is just take a picture and then pull over and call the cops.
Well, I mean, you You can try to get somebody to stop, but if you damage their vehicle in the process, then, you know, you might be held accountable for it. She also wants us to check to make sure that he's not on something. He'll be over with the crash paperwork in a minute. What do you do for work?
Right now, I'm a millwright and welder. I work for a company out of Quebec.
Okay.
But I had neck surgery and stuff, so I've been out of work for a while.
Okay. How long?
Right now, it's going on probably 8 months.
8 months?
Dispatch 1, Lincoln 1, 1074.
Usually between 5 and 7, but my A1C was too high, so I had to wait for the doctor to take me to Advent Health to do the surgery.
What are you going through these bags for, sir?
Looking for the medication. I have a daily medication that doctor gave me to help with after the surgery. I don't have any feeling in my hands.
Okay.
And he gave me a medication.
Do you know the names of the medications off the top of your head?
No, that's why I'm trying to find it.
All right.
I'd show you. I don't know.
Why don't you step out of the car for us? Yeah.
I'm trying to find it.
What's your driver license? Let me see your driver license.
Go sit in the car, please, now. Thank you.
Guys, do me a favor. Can you guys load up and at least head over there, give us some space to do our job?
We're not messing with y'all, man. I'll sit over. We'll be over here.
Thank you.
Y'all do your thing. Thanks. All right, I just had to see if I could do this when it's round off for a woman.
And that's why I don't want you here.
Let's go. Let's go over there.
Just come over here for me.
Hey, hear it from my side, okay? We're trying to
I'm
make.
not gonna mess with you, man.
I know you're not.
Family,
I know you're not.
cops,
But
man, I'm not gonna mess with you.
I know you're not.
We're not gonna
But
do
you're upset because of what happened to your wife, right?
Absolutely.
And that's
some fucking asshole
understandable.
messing with my wife.
But so we're trying to make sure that he is not driving under the influence of something.
I'd like to see that.
If he is though, but during our field sobriety tests, if you're over here talking and he, you know what I mean, he's listening. If this goes to court, his defense attorney is going to say, "Officer, isn't it true that while you were doing field sobriety tests, like another person was standing 2 parking spaces over, you know, basically like
no problem. You ain't gonna have another word for me.
being a man, right?
We're good.
And
We're
they're
good.
gonna use that against us, okay?
We're good.
So just give us our space to
got
conduct
it.
the
You got it.
investigation.
You got it.
We're trying to do this right, okay?
All right, got you.
Alright, so we're gonna do this test is 3 portions of the test, okay?
I'll do the best I can.
The best you can, okay. And then you said you didn't have anything to drink alcohol?
No. No, it's just that I can't. My balance is kind of messed up from the L5, and I struggle to stand in one spot for a long time.
Do you use alcohol any type of drugs or anything?
Well, medications, yeah.
As far as like controlled substance, as far as like weed or marijuana.
No. Nothing illicit. No, it's all medications from the doctor. Just to help with the hands and. I have a bunch of different stuff. I'm okay if I keep moving. When I stop, I start to get a little. It's hard for me. My back is tight and my leg is tight.
You want me to check to see if the county has someone that can do, because there's a seated version. Hey, while you guys are talking, is there any alcohol or drugs in the car that you shouldn't have?
No.
Okay. Just the prescription medications?
Yeah.
Do you mind if I search the car for
Go
the
ahead,
medications and to make sure that there's no drugs or alcohol in there?
my medication in the bag, and I can't find it.
All right. And you said go ahead?
Yeah,
Okay.
please.
Are you diabetic?
Yes.
Okay. How do you take insulin?
70/30.
Okay. And you inject it?
Yes.
Okay. Do you think you're having any kind of sugar issues right now?
It's been running high, probably around 260, 270, which is way too high. I try to.
Did rescue check your blood sugar while they were out here?
Rescue?
The medics out here?
My sugar runs high.
So there's a DUI traffic unit from this county coming out here because they're trained how to do like the seated tests. But
instead of blood draw,
I don't.
We're not doing a blood draw, right?
No.
Just a sugar check.
Yeah, just make sure he's not having like a medical episode.
But if they came out and did a test.
So what the sergeant explained to me.
I can still take him since they do.
Exactly. What the sergeant explained was, don't do any DUI investigation, or at least stop from what we've already done. Like finish the crash, and then if the deputy is willing or able to do the DUI, he has to do all of it or none of it. If that makes sense.
Crash?
No, not. He's not going to do the crash.
Just the DUI.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
So.
Because as soon as he mentioned his legs, I see he's kind of like limping. Right?
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, I don't think.
Yeah, he just had the surgery on his neck. He says he's got one coming up for his legs. His back's up like. He's standing funny.
Yeah. So he's at 250 now.
Huh?
250. That's his sugar.
Okay.
So it's 70 and 120.
Yeah.
He's at 258. He said it's a little bit high.
Okay.
But I don't think it's high enough for him to get him kind of like high rate or.
So it's high, but it's not like a medical emergency.
Yeah, it's not a medical emergency.
Is he diabetic?
Yeah, he injects insulin 70/30. He said 70/30. What does that mean?
No, I don't know.
Oh.
Yeah, we told you guys.
Yeah.
That's what he injects himself with, or what?
Insulin.
Yeah.
He said 70/30.
Maybe a milligram. I don't know.
Okay. All right, so the number that I don't know anything about this stuff. Is he having like a medical emergency?
Normally with diabetic patients, you know, if their sugar's crazy high, they'll go into like diabetic ketoacidosis. But that's more like, you know, I think what would you say they normally would be symptomatic at?
Super sweaty,
like
breathing real quick.
Over, you know, the 350s ish would be that. Okay. But when they'd be like symptomatic, would be like hypoglycemic. So either like super high or really low. But he, like I was telling your partner, the range is like 70 to 120, so it's definitely elevated from that. But I wouldn't necessarily, without being a doctor, I wouldn't think that 250 would make you, you know, altered or anything.
Okay.
I could call my captain real quick and pick his brain real quick if you want.
I'd be interested to know if you don't mind.
So I'm here with SPD. They're doing a DUI investigation on a patient, and he was saying that he is diabetic and sometimes sugar runs high, and maybe that's his issue. His sugar is 252, and I was just kind of explaining to the officers that you know, that is out of the normal range, but you know, I wouldn't imagine that he would necessarily be symptomatic or anything like that. And they were just kind of also wondering what your take on that was. 252. Sorry, you're kind of muffled. Not quite yet. No, we were just doing. I was just letting them know about the sugar for right now.
Yeah, so 252. Obviously, that's not. You know, does he have decisional capacity?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, 252. Obviously, you know, for us, it's not going to cause anything in my experience. So for us to tell them, but at the same time, like do a general assessment.
Yeah.
Determine that there's nothing else going on. You know?
But you wouldn't think that a sugar of 250 would you know, require transport and delay of DUI or anything like that, right? Okay.
But in my experience, but at the same time, we can't determine that.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
We can't say because everybody's blood sugar, like, you know, you've seen people with blood sugars with 15 and they're answering questions and talking, and then you see somebody with blood sugar 40.
Right.
They're out,
Right.
you know, incapacitated. So I think we'll make that call.
Right.
You know, because it's pretty much an opinion. Everybody's opinion is different.
Right.
So
They're going to leave it here for now.
So he's saying, if you heard some of that, it can vary.
Okay.
Normally he hasn't had any experiences with, you know, that either. We're going to do a full assessment, you know, life vitals and monitor and stuff, just to rule anything out. If you want, he said we could call our medical director and you could talk to him if you want. The problem is it's just kind of subjective, and it, you know, people's responses to, you know, either hypoglycemia or hyperglycemia can vary, depending. So,
Illinois tag Victor 110033.
yeah. You want me to do anything else? Okay, we'll just go ahead and get a quick set of vitals on him, and then yeah, just let us know what you want us to do.
Thank you.
All right, I'll go get that.
So for somebody like him, I just do a seated version of the exercise. So I would do, you still do the eyes, just have them sit on the trunk or whatever, you pop it, have them sit, still check the eyes. You can do, obviously you can't do the walk and turn, the one leg stand, but you can do the finger to nose, and you can do the modified rondo. There's that one, and then the finger to nose.
Vitals are good, blood pressure is fine, everything else looks fine, so you want us to leave him here with you guys?
Yeah.
So, the other officer already asked you some questions about the field sobriety test, right? Yeah. Okay. Look, we're trying to figure out where we want to go with this. What I'm looking for is some honesty, okay?
I'm honest.
Because I cannot. Did he tell you that he could smell some alcohol? So can I. I would think it would be very unusual for two people to smell something if it wasn't there.
You're right. I don't know if it's a medication.
Have you had anything to drink today?
Metal taste in my mouth from the medications and stuff.
Have you had anything to drink today?
No.
Okay.
No. I was down at. I go down to Nora Anderson Park.
Yeah.
About 1, 2 o'clock. I hang out, and then I go home about 4 or 5 o'clock.
Okay. Do you fish or just sit and hang out?
Just sit and hang out.
Okay. I'm starting to believe that he has not had any alcohol, and that sweet smell might be the diabetes breath or whatever.
Have you asked him straight up? Is that anyone?
Yeah. Yeah. I just asked him again, like, you know, look, man, I just need you to be honest. And he swears up and down he didn't have anything. I did not find any alcohol in the car. I already searched it. So I don't know if you overheard the instructions that he gave you, but so basically, I want you to stay seated, okay? But I want you to keep your arms down by your side. And I don't want you to begin the test until I actually tell you to begin, okay? Does that make sense? Right now, I'm just explaining it.
Yeah, obviously.
Okay. So I want you to try and keep your knees together. Mark, try and keep your knees together. Keep your hands down by your side. For this test, you're going to close your eyes and tilt your head backwards. I want you to approximate 30 seconds. I don't want you to count out loud. I want you to count 30 seconds in your head.
Sure.
When you think 30 seconds has passed, tilt your head forward, open your eyes, and tell me that.
I got to say stop.
Say stop.
I got vertigo, so if I start to lean one way or another, I apologize.
I'm not going to let you fall out of here, okay?
Yeah.
All right. And
2 months ago, I fell off the back of the Jeep, hit the back of my head, and I have vertigo now. And when I wake up, my whole body wants to sway left or right. It's a mess.
Okay. Do you have any questions about the test, Mark?
No, not at all.
Okay.
I'll do the best I can.
It'll begin as soon as I see you close your eyes and lean your head back.
It's hard for me to do. I just had that surgery. Okay, that's my distance right there. Is this okay? At 30 seconds?
30.59. All right.
So the last one is a finger to nose. Okay? Super simple. Same thing. You're going to stay seated just like you are. But for this one, what you're going to do is you're going to put your hands out like this and make 2 fists.
I have no feeling in these hands.
Gotcha. Put your pointer fingers out. You're gonna keep your thumbs tucked and just put them back down at your side for me. Okay. All right. So from here, what's gonna happen is when he tells you, he's gonna have to tilt your head back, close your eyes, and he's gonna say either left or right. Okay. You're gonna take that hand. If he says left, you're gonna take the left hand, bring it up, touch the tip of your nose, bring it back down.
Do I want me to close my eyes and tilt my head back?
Yep. You're gonna have your eyes. All right. So a couple things to keep in mind. When I say tip, all right, we're looking at the tip of the fingers. Okay. If I'm pointing at somebody, like see right here, this is the tip of your finger.
I have no feeling in these fingers. So I'll do the best I can.
You feel in your nose though?
Yes.
So when you hit your nose, you'll be able to tell kind of where you're at.
Yeah. There's no feeling in these fingers.
Okay.
Okay. So
is that part of the injury from the neck?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I have no feeling in these fingers.
Okay. All right. So just do the best you can for me on this one. Okay.
Yes, sir.
All right. So again, he's gonna say left or right. Bring it up. Touch the tip of your nose. So the tip of your nose is right here, right on the tip. Okay.
Not up here or here.
No, you're not picking your nose. You're not poking yourself in the eye.
No problem.
It's just simply tip to tip. Okay.
Yes, sir.
And he'll give you a combination of left and right.
Okay.
All right, Mark, did you have any questions about the test that he explained to you?
No, I know.
Okay, so do me a favor, close your eyes, tilt your head back, get your pointer fingers ready, and we'll start the test, okay?
Yep.
David Eddie
All right.
King Victor.
First thing is,
the other thing you're going to do is don't wait to be told to bring your finger back down, okay? You touch your nose, you bring it right back down to your side.
does that make sense?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, left. Right. Left. Right. Right. Left. All right, you can open your eyes.
Hang tight here for just a second, Mark.
I don't know, it counted, like it seemed the first couple he had to slow and then find it. And then the very last one he missed the tip and touched the side of his nose.
But all of them he touched with the pad, not the tip.
Oh, okay.
So,
the HGN was really bad. I mean, it was very distinct and sustained. So, and his eyes are pretty glassy too. So, I think we're going 10-15 on.
I don't show anybody available.
All right, Mark, stand up for me. Put your hands behind your back.
I'm under arrest?
You're under arrest for DUI.
After 1 Lincoln, 210.
Do you have any shoulder problems?
Yeah.
What's that?
10-4, 10-16.
Yeah.
Cover.
Where'd you find that?
And don't smell that.
That was in the cup holder, right?
Passenger side floorboard.
Passenger side floorboard.
Which means he put it there so you wouldn't see it.
Okay.
So definitely got open container. There's an unopened bottle of wine in the cooler under the ice bag.
Okay. Sorry, man. Go ahead.
Dispatch 1050.
1 Lincoln 2.
Florida tag. Zebra 45. Adam Peter David. You come back to a gold Chevy Cruze. 600 Broadway.
600 Broadway, 10-4.
Like I said, that one is unopened.
Okay.
It is in there.
Session 2, call 37, 1074.
10-4, 10-6.
Cover.
All right.
2 call 38, 10 report.
Tower 2, call 38, I'll show you around to 1 call 36 on Wisconsin Lane.
Don't open the bag. It smells like rotten fish. It's just lunch meats and stuff that are warm. There's cheese that's there.
All right.
The other cups, that one smells like coffee. This other one smells like probably like water or something. I didn't see anything else back here.
1 call 36, dispatch, were you calling me?
54 hours, just advising someone to be en route to back you up.
Copy that.
So you heard him say, like,
when you guys were talking to him, he said I'm not that drunk.
Triple 37.
Oh my God, this is starting to shit.
I'll be 51 to Coastal on 10th Street, following the boy, so
when he stood up, and he went to pop the trunk, he slipped right off. That's a good little grip on there. It's hard to lose your grip on that. When he walks, I know he said he had the thing, but like, he just looked very unsteady still. You know, like somebody who should. I mean, if he's walking that bad because of the surgery, he shouldn't be driving. So,
all right.
Yeah, I can smell alcohol, like hardcore.
I smell when I first told you. Damn, that's strange.
All right. So then,
a lot of times the wind can affect it though. If you're not downwind from them, it's blowing it away. You're not going to smell it a lot. When you get behind it, it's like, whoa.
I'm not sure. I'm starting to get a little weirded out and dizzy. Is it possible I can get to the hospital instead? Is that okay?
so the medics already came and checked you out. Is there not enough cold air back here? What's going on?
I'm starting to get sick and dizzy. I'm sweating really bad.
Okay. Can you feel the air conditioning blowing?
Yeah.
All right. I'll get you out of here. You'll be sitting on a bench in the air conditioning. Because what you're describing to me isn't a medical emergency. If you're having a medical emergency, then I'll get rescue back here to come check you out right away.
Okay.
But if that's not the case, we can head down to the jail. I can get you out of this car in case you're just getting car sick. So are you?
No, it's not car sick. It's my medications.
Mark, what I need you to tell me is either it's just car sickness or no, I need to be checked out by medical personnel.
I need to be checked out by medical. I'm starting to sweat again real bad.
Okay, so we placed him under arrest for DUI. Got him in the car, we're getting ready to go, and he said, I need to go to the hospital. I'm sweating, I'm nauseous and dizzy.
Okay, so DUI.
What's that?
You're okay with taking him?
If he needs to go, yeah.
Okay, alright. Oh yeah. Yeah, well, especially with that stuff too, it's like, you know, I think with that.
He's still under arrest. This
Okay.
doesn't change.
Okay. And so what's going on? Are you feeling nauseous and dizzy right now?
Yeah.
Any chest pain or anything?
I don't know what's going on. Cough is bad.
Is that normal for you, that cough or anything?
No.
No?
It's dizziness, but
Is it okay if
he's not, you know, combative or anything?
He's not. Mark, are you going to be cooperative with these guys?
haven't I been so far?
Yeah, but people do all kinds of crazy stuff, okay?
Where am I going to go?
Well, this is the thing. If you've got all these hand problems, I don't want you handcuffed laying on them on the stretcher, so I'm going to take those off you. But I want you to understand that any kind of funny business, there will be consequences for it.
After the accident, my hands, I lost all the feeling in my hands. 2 weeks ago, I had a 5 or 7 cervical fusion.
Face that way?
And I haven't been able to, the feeling hasn't come back.
Okay.